So I started doing co-writes with other writers and the odd artist here and there. And then James sent me this music of this girl, and I was...
What year was that then?
2009. And then I think we did our first session. In fact, I know we did our first session on the 6th of February, 2010. Is the first day we wrote together. And we wrote a song called On Our Way, which subsequently got leaked and put on the internet, which is really annoying because, I mean, I don't think she would have used it anyway because it was a bit too Americana.
And was she Lizzie Grant then?
I think she was Lana. Or she was certainly... Well, the music I got sent was Lizzie Grant. But then it kind of, as we went along, it seemed to sort of just morph into this Lana Del Rey thing. I was like, oh, cool.
Right. That's cool. And that gave her a personality stamp. That it was almost like a character where she could sing the stuff about like blue jeans and gasoline and it's sort of
diamonds and champagne and Hollywood and it was but it was so refreshing because it was an artist, a proper artist. And subsequently, I would rue. Well, not rude, but I thought it was easy, when I met Lana and she was brilliant and she wrote amazing lyrics and had this world that she'd built around herself and this fantasy world that was Lana Del Rey.
So you just thought this is how it works. So you didn't think this person this is a dream come true combination. You just thought this is one of many to come dream come true combinations.
Exactly. And it was great. I mean, every time she came to London, I mean, the first session went really well. We wrote a really good song. Everyone seemed to like it.
And was there a thing where you couldn't afford to go to London?
Yes, well...
Because you were on the dole.
I was on the dole. And so after we did that first session, Lana's manager would pay for me to come down on the train because I couldn't afford it. Like a train.
Was that Ben?
Ben Mawson. So he used to stump up my train fare to come down to London because it was like 65 quid, return or whatever it was for a day trip. And I couldn't afford that. Dole was giving me 60 quid a week, probably, if that. And
did you feel like something was happening?
Well, I remember what was really interesting is after that first song, people started to react to her. That song got played to a few people in the UK industry, and people started reacting to her, and they were like, she was taking meetings with labels and stuff like that. So then, obviously, Ben thought it was a good combination, and so every time she came to London, I'd know, and she'd let me know, and we'd always write a song or two, depending on how long a trip was and stuff like that. But we were always put in. Like James Dewar would, because Sony had a little demo studio in their building, and because me and her, were nobodies, like we couldn't get studio time during the week in this demo studio at Sony, and so we had to use it on Saturday. So most of our songs were written on Saturday afternoon. And James Dewar, bless him.
I don't know why that was funny, but it just...
Well, it's just that we couldn't, we weren't important enough to have, weekday studio.
Yeah, a Thursday.
Day? Who do you
think? No way! This is reserved for
people who have, have prospects. So James, bless him, would come in on a, Saturday, like lunchtime and let us in.
Wow.
And he would be disheveled and, he's been out on a Friday night and he would look worse for wear sometimes and stuff. But he would always do it, and he would...
it's so brilliant, that.
But the thing is, he did have a bit of a crush on her, to be honest.
Of course.
I think
but
that was quite a motivating factor.
And he didn't actually sign her?
No, he wanted to.
I know, yeah.
Desperate to. I think he put an offer in on her, but the MD didn't want to do it, which, God, imagine.
Classic stuff. And then...
So we would write every weekend she was in town, we'd write a song.